This is the Business Owners IT Podcast with Anthony Gerasch and Ryan Carter, where tomorrow's technology meets today's conversations.
Hi, I'm Tony Gerasch.
And I'm Ryan Carter, and this is the Business Owners IT Podcast.
A podcast where we discuss tips, tricks, and solutions for business owners involving all things tech.
Well, I blew it up. I caused trouble. I tried to get our secure score up and pushed a little bit of extra out to our computers and caused some problems. But guess what? I got the secure score up, Tony.
Yeah, so there's a big push, right, from Microsoft for its partners, CSP partners, who we are, is to get our secure score up. But it's also a good thing to do. And we've started to really focus on, a directive for me is, hey, let's get this secure score up. Let's have some baselines. Let's do this in a way that we can, repeat it, right? So what was our secure score when you started this?
Oh, when we started, hold on. Go back to the technology. I'm going to say it was under 50, maybe right at 50, somewhere around there. We are looking at, when I started this, I took a picture of this on Sunday, and today is Wednesday. It was 53.85%.
Yeah, so there you go. So now we had a 50 points, whatever, secure score. What's our secure score today?
Oh, folks, 72.71%. That is a pretty big increase.
Yeah, so, my goal would be to have it over 80% if we can, but, not without being able to pay employees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's what I blew up. Okay.
So, yeah.
So I went on vacation, and I came back, and the whole time
Sunday,
I'm gone.
Right? On Sunday, right?
The whole time I'm gone, I'm like, I got to get this done. I'm going to get it done. Because Tony started talking to our clients about this product also, and we started working with them. So now they're signing things to get things done. So I'm like, I got to get this done. So on Sunday, I decided to do it, and I hastily went through the stuff, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is good. These are good policies. Let's do it. And the guy that I worked with was like, yeah, they're just admin related. They're not going to cause any problems. So I did it. Push the button. The first thing is Monday came along, and I didn't get much. The guys were like, oh, our sign-ins are a little different. It was fine. They all got in. Person who does our payroll on Monday night started
Who happens to be my wife.
Okay. I didn't want to say anything. Decides to do payroll and can't sign in.
Right.
Okay, now I've got 25 people that are not going to get paid. So let's take us through that, Tony.
Yeah, so basically what happened was it was like a twofold thing, right? So my wife, Cindy, she works remotely, but she couldn't get into her computer. And she has a nice password that, has Ryan's name in it. But anyways.
I love Ryan Carter.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know what it is, but it's not that. But getting back to it, she couldn't do payroll, so she couldn't get into her computer remotely. And the reason being is because the baseline, right? We talked about pushing baselines, and he pushed a CIS baseline. It had this stupid policy that said you cannot remote desktop, and we do it through a VPN, so it's secure. You cannot remote desktop into a computer you logged into.
Yeah, no. It was okay. So at first, the remote desktop piece wasn't working. I'm not 100% on that. But then I asked Tony if he tried it on her computer, and he could not sign in. The policy was, if you are in the remote desktop users group for that computer, you cannot locally sign in on the computer, which means
that's crazy.
You can't walk up to the computer and type in on the keyboard and sign in on that computer.
Yeah, but she couldn't get in remotely either.
Yeah, I can't remember what that policy exactly was that she couldn't get in.
Oh, that was she couldn't log in remotely either.
No, I think
I
think it was causing a loop because she was a local user and it was just causing massive problems. And I removed that, and much better. Yeah. much better.
Yeah. And then today or yesterday, right, I guess our sales taxes are due, and we get an email from our accountant, hey, I can't copy from the desktop to my desktop anymore.
Which I kind of like that policy, but it's...
Well, yeah, I mean, it is, but then, it's okay, but, we use this copy all the time, so I don't know if there's a way to have different policies, but we're copying all the time that way. Because I got to get it locally, right? Now, I can use OneDrive. My wife, not so much. I could also use the RMM to go there to the folder and download it. I would have got around this using the tools that I had. One way or another, I already got those files. But
we got that call last night about the sales taxes. They're due today. So my real question is, Mr. Accountant, why are you doing it the day before?
Yeah, right.
But it's fixed. Should be.
But yeah.
They need the test.
But other than that, I mean, he's got the secure score up, which is great. And, insurance companies are starting to ask about it, And our goal here at Unique Computing Solution for our customers and internally too is to do everything that's possible, right, to ensure that our customers are secure, that their Microsoft 365 tenant is secure, everything, right? Everything is secure. That's what we need, right? So, and I get a little excited about it because, if we end up in court, right, I want to be able to say to that judge, whatever, I've done everything possible that could happen and here's how you can prove it, because we document everything, that we've done everything possible that we can to help that customer.
Yeah, and I love that. And that's great. And one thing about getting the secure score up is that I've been working on this since January with one of our.
Yes.
I've talked about this before with one of my employees, and we just kept doing it, and it would inch up. And then I'm like, I found a better way. I'll just push this button at Microsoft, and then it causes a bunch of problems. I got to roll it back. We found a company that's helping us out that they've already created the policies, and they're great, except for some of the stuff that we talked about, which on me, I should have done a better job of researching what each and every single thing did. Yeah. But it was almost push of a button, and in 3 days, our secure score went up 20%. So I do want to put a thank you out to Nerdio for the hard work that they've done.
Yeah, so we partner with Nerdio. They're a great company. We've used them before. I mean, this is what they're focused on, right? As with us, with 100+ clients, 350, 3,500 users and workstations. I mean, we can't, we're not big enough to have somebody just focus on this alone. And why would we want to hire a full-time person to do this when we can have a tool that they're doing this for us and it's secure and it does this for us, right? Mm-hmm. So, and like I said, we use them and it's been great. We don't really white label anything at Unique either, right? So, if we're using a tool, we tell you what that tool is. Mm-hmm. For backups, we're using, Datto. Now we're using Slide. Right, we tell you what that tool is, so we're not signing. We don't create any tools, right? We don't have any software or tools that we create. We use third-party tools.
Yep, exactly.
So yeah, we want to get the secure score up. We want to get our customer secure score up. We want to work with you guys, and I've been reaching out to our customers, and it's important.
And some of the questions you might be asking is, what is a secure score? How do I get my secure score up? What am I doing wrong to keep my secure score so low? Again, put it in the comments and we'll help you out. Or if you have a better way to get your secure score up, let us know.
Yeah. And for business owners out there that might be watching us and they're not a customer of ours, a good question is, and we would love these questions, hey, service provider, what's my secure score? Could you send me a picture of it? And that's good, right? Then you're asking them a particular question. Are they doing a good job? Are they even looking at it? Do they even know what a secure score is, right? I'd love to, and when that happens to us, we'll tell them, yeah, hey, you know what, your secure score is 40, but hey, we have this tool and we've been, and I emailed you about it about 5 times, and now all of a sudden you're asking, right? I emailed you about it 5 times. Here's what we have to do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I mean, It's just, and again, you end up in court, right? Something happens, you have an incident, and the opposing counsel asks you, well, what are you doing to be secure? What's your secure score? Have you guys done anything with that? And if your answer is no, then they tell me ignorance is no excuse.
Exactly. Another thing too is I know we brought it up before is your insurance forms. We see at least one now asking for your secure score. There's going to be more.
Yeah, and but overall, you almost have us to 80%, right? And we've had one issue with RDP. Now, obviously, you did this to one of our customers too, so I'm sure they strapped you in the meeting. But it hasn't been terrible. No,
it hasn't. There's been some changes, but again, I should have been better at looking at them. But we'll do better, and I have meetings going on further with Nerdio to talk about this and what some of our trials and tribulations were. But I love it. We're at 70. I think we can achieve that 80 that you're asking for. Yeah, I really do.
I like to see it 80, 85%, and I don't know if we'll ever get to 100% because we just physically can't stop things that change our work the way we do work because we want to meet this. It has to be a acceptable risk.
Yeah, if you want to be 100%, you're going to have to give Microsoft all of your money.
Yeah. So acceptable risk. So, Yeah, Secure Score is happening. You'll probably be hearing about it from your managed service providers. Microsoft has a huge push. Maybe next time I'll talk about what their push is. I haven't had a chance to read the entire scope of what they're asking for, but there's going to be definitely a push.
Okay, sounds great.
All right. Well, I don't have any more on this topic. Again, it's security's number one. Unique Computing Solutions is a managed service provider, but we focus on security. So if you have comments, you can leave them down below. Having said that, I hope to see you guys at the next Business Owners IT podcast.
Yep, we'll see you next week where we talk about free chat AI bots, right? No, free meeting chat AI. Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I'll get it a little bit better, but
I don't know what he's
just
talking
came
about.
up with this one, and we're going to get it next week.
Hopefully he's going to do all the talking because I have no clue.
We'll get it next week. Don't worry.
Unique Computing Solutions. Your IT challenges solved.